The 21st century is not just another chapter in human history. It's a turning point. For the first time, we've built machines that can think, learn, and even create. But while our inventions are becoming more intelligent, we have to ask, are we becoming wiser? This is the age of awakening, the moment when technology forces humanity to look into the mirror of its own mind. Artificial intelligence, biotechnology, quantum computing. These are not just tools, they're extensions of who we are and reflections of what we choose to become. Every great civilization has been shaped by its dominant technology. The printing press gave birth to literacy. Electricity powered the industrial world, and the internet connected our planet into one vast nervous system. Now, artificial intelligence is rewriting the very definition of intelligence itself. But there's a paradox. As machines become more capable, humans risk becoming more complacent. We've built algorithms that can analyze more data than any scientist in history, yet we still struggle to understand one another. We live in the age of information, but we are starving for meaning. Technology has always been a double-edged sword. It amplifies both our brilliance and our blindness. The same code that can diagnose cancer can also spread disinformation. The same algorithms that help farmers save water can be used to manipulate elections. Progress, without direction, is just acceleration. The challenge is no longer about how fast we can innovate. It's about why. What if the next great leap forward isn't about smarter machines, but about wiser humans? Throughout history, every leap in technology has demanded a leap in ethics. When we learned to harness fire, we had to learn control. When we discovered nuclear power, we had to learn restraint. Now, with artificial intelligence, we must learn responsibility. Not only to ourselves, but to the generations who will inherit what we build.
On the west side?
If technology is the engine of progress, education is its compass. Yet much of our educational system still trains people for a world that no longer exists. We reward memorization in an era of search engines. We test for answers when the future demands questions. The schools of tomorrow must teach 3 new literacies: complexity, creativity, and conscience. Complexity, the ability to see systems, not silos.
It's utilizing
Creativity,
them faster than
the courage to imagine new possibilities. Conscience, the wisdom to know which possibilities are worth pursuing. Artificial intelligence can help us personalize learning, breaking barriers of geography and privilege. But no machine can replace the spark of curiosity, empathy, and moral imagination that defines human learning. True education does not fill minds, it awakens them. The future will belong to the adaptive, those who never stop learning, unlearning, and relearning. In this sense, lifelong education is not a policy goal, it's a survival skill. AI is not just transforming industries, it's transforming identity. When algorithms write music, paint portraits, and draft scientific papers, what does it mean to be human? When machines outperform us in logic, will we rediscover the value of emotion? The truth is, AI is not replacing humanity, it's revealing it. It's forcing us to ask questions we've ignored for centuries. What is creativity? What is consciousness? What is purpose? The authors of progress are not the engineers who build machines, but the societies that decide how to use them. If we use AI only to optimize consumption, we will drown in convenience and emptiness. But if we use it to solve hunger, cure disease, and restore ecosystems, it becomes a bridge to a wiser civilization. Artificial intelligence will never be good or evil. It will be what we are, multiplied. That's why the ethics of AI begins not in code, but in character. For centuries, we've treated the planet as a machine to be exploited. But the Earth is not a resource, it's a relationship. The next phase of civilization must shift from extraction to regeneration. AI and advanced science can help us design circular economies where nothing is wasted and everything is renewed. Smart grids can balance energy across continents. Precision agriculture can feed billions without destroying forests. Biotechnology can repair ecosystems cell by cell. But technology alone won't save the planet. Consciousness will. We need a new ethic. One that measures success not by growth but by balance. Not by how much we take, but by how much we give back. This is the essence of regenerative intelligence, using innovation not to dominate nature, but to harmonize
with it. If we invert the phase on the
civilization that thrives because its planet thrives.
The data perfectly.
That should stabilize
the institutions we inherited were designed for the industrial age, slow, centralized, and territorial. But the problems we face are global, instantaneous, and interconnected. No nation alone can solve climate change, pandemics, or cyber warfare. The next stage of governance must evolve from control to coordination, from bureaucracy to network, from secrecy to shared intelligence. Imagine digital democracies where citizens deliberate policies in real time. Imagine global foresight networks that anticipate crises before they erupt. Imagine governments judged not by ideology, but by evidence. Technology can make governance transparent, if we design it with integrity. AI can expose corruption as easily as it can enable it. The choice lies in the architecture and in us. The world doesn't need bigger empires. It needs better ecosystems of cooperation. And in a world linked by data, trust will be the new currency of power. In this accelerating world, we are rediscovering an ancient truth. Progress without purpose leads to chaos. Knowledge without wisdom leads to collapse. The future humanism must be symbiotic, recognizing that humanity, technology, and nature are not separate, but one system. We must move beyond anthropocentrism, the illusion that humans stand above creation, toward a deeper partnership with life itself. This new humanism honors both science and spirit. It celebrates innovation, but tempers it with empathy. It sees the digital revolution not as the end of human meaning, but as its renewal. Art, philosophy, and culture will play as vital a role as science and engineering, because it is imagination, not algorithms, that defines what kind of future we build. The story of technology has always been the story of humanity, our fears, our dreams, our evolution. But now, the story is entering a new chapter. Artificial intelligence is teaching us what natural intelligence truly means. It reminds us that awareness is not just computation, it is compassion. That intelligence is not power, it is understanding. That progress is not speed, it is wisdom. The real revolution is not artificial intelligence. It is awakening intelligence, the kind that knows how to think and how to care, the kind that unites logic with love, the kind that chooses creation over destruction. If we can cultivate that awareness in ourselves, our societies, and our machines, then the future will not just be smart, it will be wise. We are the architects of tomorrow's mind. Every system we design, every algorithm we train, is a reflection of who we choose to be. The question is no longer whether technology will shape the future, but whether we will shape it with wisdom. If this message resonates with you, share it. Start conversations that matter. Because the future is not written by machines. It's written by the choices we make, together.